I found my husband's secret monthly $300 payment. What I discovered when I confronted him left me speechless. The notification appeared on my phone while I was waiting for my coffee to brew. David transferred $300 to unknown account. After 5 years of marriage, we shared accounts budgeted together. Yet here was proof that my husband had been sending money to someone, or something I knew nothing about. The first payment had gone out exactly 1 month after our wedding, 60 consecutive months, never missing once. My mind raced through possibilities, each worse than the last. Was he supporting a child from a previous relationship, paying off a blackmailer? The worst thought slithered in. Was there another woman? David and I had always been honest with each other, or so I believed. Through it all, communication had been our superpower. Yet for 5 years, he'd been hiding something that cost exactly $300 a month. I tried to work but couldn't focus. By the time David's key turned in the lock that evening, I'd rehearsed a dozen different confrontations. What came out was simpler. Who's getting the $300 payments every month? His face drained of color. He set down his laptop bag with deliberate slowness. You weren't supposed to see those. He sank onto the couch, running both hands through his hair. I need to show you something. Instead of confessing, he grabbed his keys. Come with me. We drove in tense silence for 20 minutes, leaving our suburban neighborhood for a part of the city I rarely visited. He parked outside a nondescript apartment building and led me to Unit 14B. David knocked, and an elderly woman opened the door. Her eyes lit up when she saw him, then registered confusion at my presence. David, you are early this month, she said with a slight accent I couldn't place. And you've brought my wife, he finished. Rosa, this is Emma, this is Rosa Garcia. The apartment was modest but immaculate. Photos covered every surface, children at various ages, graduation ceremonies, birthday parties. Mrs. Garcia was my 4th grade teacher, David explained as we sat at her small kitchen table. The year my dad left, Rosa patted his hand. The skinniest, saddest boy, or yours for getting his lunch. Because there wasn't any, David said quietly. Mrs. Garcia noticed. She started bringing extra food, claiming her husband packed too much. She gave me books from her own children who'd grown up. When winter came and I didn't have a coat, one mysteriously appeared in my cubby. I looked at the elderly woman with new understanding, David continued. Years later, I found out she was a single mother raising 3 kids on a teacher's salary. Her husband hadn't packed too much food. She was splitting her own lunch with me. Rosa waved dismissively. Ancient history. When we got married, David said, turning to me, I found out Mrs. Garcia was struggling to pay her rent after retiring. Her social security barely covered medications. She was going to lose this apartment, where she's lived for 30 years, so the $300 I began helps cover what her social security doesn't, he finished. I wanted to tell you, but I was afraid you'd think it was excessive. I'll make tea while you two talk. As she busied herself in the kitchen, I noticed the photos again. In the corner, nearly hidden behind others, was a school picture of a skinny boy with David's eyes. Why keep it secret? I whispered. Because she has her pride, he whispered back. She refuses to accept charity from former students. So I told her it was an anonymous scholarship fund paying it forward. Only 3 people know the truth, her, me, and now you. Rosa returned with tea and homemade cookies, insisting I take some home. Before we left, she pressed a small wrapped package into my hands. For the baby, she said, nodding at my stomach. In the car, I finally asked, how did she know I am only 8 weeks? We haven't told anyone. David smiled for the first time that evening. Mrs. Garcia knows things, she always has. I unwrapped the package on our drive home. In ply was a tiny hand-knitted yellow sweater with a note. For the next generation who will learn kindness from their father. The $300 payment went out again yesterday, but this time I added $50 from my personal account.